This is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are all doing well on this Wednesday, right? Hump day. Wednesday evening. If I sound a little bit nasally, it's because I'm a little under the weather, kind of congested, but I still felt inclined to do a reading tonight. So here I am. And I hope that some people tap in and all that good stuff. We are almost at the 300 subscribers mark. Okay, so I just need one more subscriber tonight. That would be absolutely awesome. Hey girl, hey, how are you? My girl Aya Inspired Tarot is here. I would say check her out because she's also an amazing reader. She's really, really just a great person. So I would say reach out to her for a reading for sure. Yeah, and also subscribe to her channel. Yeah, so you know, incrementally getting there, Aya. Incrementally getting there. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But yeah, like I said, my voice might go in and out a little bit nasally. I apologize for how I might sound. But with all that, and it explains why last night I had all the intentions of going live twice, back to back, like I've been doing. I've been doing this for like a few weeks now. And I couldn't do it. Like my body said nope. I ended up staying home from work today. I couldn't get it together. But anywho, before I go rambling on too much, because I always do. But I do hope that you guys are all doing well so far this evening and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're going to step right on in. For those of you who are new, hit that subscribe button. You might be that person who's the 300th subscriber. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, and if you're rocking with your girl already and you've been here, come on. Keep on hanging tough with me, okay? We do have intuition and divine lineage here. I feel like you guys are highly intuitive and you come from a divine lineage that maybe you come from a lot of people or a line of individuals who are also into what you're into or have certain gifts and things like that. So like you're just trying to kind of like, maybe figure out how to tap into it more. I'm getting something like that possibly for somebody. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. This is a collective reading. But yeah, so let's just see what's going on. All right, Spirit. So let's get some messages for the collective when it comes to messages from their higher self. Clear some most accurate messages to help them at this time on their divine path and for their highest good. Clear some most accurate messages. Nice. Yeah, I'm just I'm just hanging in there, hanging tough, like like new kids on the block. I'm hanging tough. So I'm just, at the end of the day, like, I've been saying to myself, like, as long as my messages reach the right people, I think that's more important at this time for me. So, the growth obviously is nice, right? But at the same time, I'm realizing more and more that, it's about it's quality over quantity, right? So it's like, if my messages are reaching the right people, right? Those right people could become my clients. Those right people are part of the soul tribe, right? We're all building and growing together and working on ourselves. I think that's more important right now. So, as I keep on doing what I'm doing, and hopefully, helping people, that's the goal. Yeah, that's what I feel I've been put here to do, and I'm just, I'm answering the call. So that's that, stepping into cosmic power, right? All right, so that's on the bottom of the deck. But yeah, you guys are stepping into your power right now, or trying to get there. I'm also hearing power couple. Maybe some of you guys, you've been working on yourself for so long that like now it's like you're trying, like that next level up is almost like hoping that you meet somebody who's on the same page as you romantically, and hoping that you guys could, build together, right? Of course, like, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't, because it's going to be different for everybody. But I'm getting something like that. But if it's not this, like, if it's not that, then stepping into your own divine power. So let's get a few messages from this deck. The reason why I chose to do this reading in particular is because The reason why I chose, why is this? There we go. To do this is because this morning I had an inkling very, very early in the morning to do a reading for myself. And I'm going to do the same layout that I did for myself for you guys. And oh my gosh, it was so on point about where I'm at right now. And then I had somebody else verify the reading. Every single thing that I said in my reading this morning, someone did a reading for me, and the same exact shit came up. Hopefully she pops in. Her name is on here is uh, readings by Swan Joy, and she's awesome. She's really, really, really good. And literally she confirmed everything that, because I didn't tell her anything that I didn't even tell her that I did a reading on myself. I just simply said that I needed a reading on general stuff that's going on in my life. Why am I feeling like kind of like depleted and dark, and everything that I saw in my reading came up. So I was like, I need to do this reading for you guys. Intuition is officially out on the board here. Came out along with grounding. I'm not going to even attempt to say the goddesses' names because I'm not about to fuck those names up and, be banished or punished or something. But I ain't fucking with that. But yeah, grounding is in the reverse. So some of you guys might be having an issue with getting grounded, and that's affecting your intuition. I'm getting something like that. You guys are already highly intuitive. However, working on your grounding, right? Feeling confident and safe within yourself. Feeling stable, feeling secure. Those things are very important, which is all about grounding, in order to make sure that, because let's put it like this. If you're not grounded, almost all of your other chakras will be off. The grounding is at the root, or the base chakra, and it goes up from there. Your intuition is your third eye, so, which is this, and then there's the crown. So if you're not feeling grounded, your intuition is going to be off. My girl IT is on. Oh man, I'll make sure I watch her after this. But yeah, like, gotta make sure that that you get that in alignment, because I can preach on this. I can tell you, when you're not feeling secure within yourself, it's going to make things very, very difficult in other parts of your life, and how you're feeling overall, and that's the truth. That's the truth. You guys are probably seeking the truth within yourself and your circumstances at this time, and you're just trying to figure it all out. You're like, there's cords that need to be cut. Whether it's with, old ways of thinking or doing things and patterns, or breaking generational curses, karmic cycles with karmic partners, so on and so forth, karmic relationships with friends even. There's sometimes, people in our lives who we think that they're meant to be there and they're not, people who think they have your back and they don't, right? You gotta be mindful of that. Yeah, rooted healers in the reverse. This is a time to focus on healing. And I think that a lot of you guys are, you're always trying to help everybody else, but this is a time to also help yourself. There's nothing wrong with still being there for other people and showing up, but at the same time, you got to make sure that you're in your best, version of yourself, so you can show up for other people, right? And show up for your goddamn self. Because if you're not able to do that, then who are you really helping, right? And even if you are helping people, you're gonna feel absolutely fucking depleted, and that's probably why I felt the way I felt last night when I was doing my readings. I was pouring so much into the readings that I told myself I was going to go live twice. I could not do it. Like, I spoke to my girl Lati from Tears Every Tarot Show, who's actually live right now. I'm like, oh no, I'm missing your reading. But yeah, like, I needed a break. I needed to listen to my body, my vessel, which I don't typically do. I overwork a lot. And some of you guys might resonate with that. And the thing is, you have to make sure that you're, again, taking care of yourself, listening to yourself, taking care of your physical vessel, so that you can be there for others the same way that, how can I put it? Show up for yourself the same way you show up for everybody else. That's a good way to word it. So you could be in your cosmic power, right? Your divine power. Tell us more. I'm going to say us because I feel like I resonate with this. If it's resonating, hit that like button. Send some reactions. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. You just might be the person who's going to be the 300th subscriber. You know, I'm building slow here, but I'm building, and I'm loving what I'm seeing here. In terms of the people who I've been making connections with, there's a lot of repeated visitors who've been coming through, and that makes me happy to see that. Yeah, see, cosmic power keeps showing up. Now it's officially on the spread. Yeah. So, you know, I think a lot of you guys, you know, I literally just said it just like this. I said a lot of you guys, you feel like the next step for you is, in terms of leveling up, is a divine partner. You want somebody who matches your energy. You know, you've already done the work. You're good all by yourself. You know, I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. You know, it's like you want somebody who helps make you better, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are already, you're the shit by yourself already. So where's my partner? You know what I mean? Where's my partner in this thing called life? You know what I mean? Like, to level up. These cards came out together. So, you know, I had mentioned that earlier, and now it's officially on the spread. So let's get like one or two more from here. And then we're going to pull from another deck. Like I said, if you're resonating, let me know in the comment section. Hit that like button. All those things are very helpful with helping me build my channel and helping to connect with you guys so that I can give, you know, more accurate readings too. We have surrender here. It's in the reverse. So you guys are in this season of letting go. You are about to approach the fall right now. So the fall is all about releasing, right, and letting go. Out with the old, in with the new. So, you know, this is about the harvest, right? This is about what can I do for myself. This is me, like, as if I'm talking like, you know, your higher self is coming through me. So what can I do? What can I let go of that will allow me to make room and space for the things that I actually want in my life, right? Yeah, so that can be in alignment with that celestial alignment here on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, for some of you, your throat chakra might be out of sorts too, with this live out loud in the reverse up. There goes nose itching, and that's confirmation. Might start sneezing. Those of you who are familiar with the channel, nose itches a lot, and I might start sneezing, and sometimes I burp. Not really cute, but it is what it is. So I say that to say that some of you, your throat chakra might be out of whack a little bit. Maybe having a hard time speaking up about something for yourself, or living in your full truth. This is a time to kind of work on that for a lot of you, especially when it comes to manifestations. I'm also getting that, you know, using the power of the tongue in order to manifest the things that you want, right? For those of you who are into manifestations, you can, you know, you could do it through the power of prayer. If you believe in prayer, you can talk to your spirit guides or the universe, like putting those words out into the atmosphere and actually speaking up, right? A closed mouth don't get fed. If 1313, when I said that, some of you guys are prideful as a motherfucker. So it's like a death and rebirth kind of thing, you know. It's ego death. You know, you guys have been stuck in your ego for a while. And you're learning how to get out of that, right? You're trying to figure out how to welcome in help from other people who actually have your best intentions for you. Side note, little segue. My cat is acting weird. She's been acting weird ever since I was about to start this reading. She's right here by my foot, like right here, and she will not move. She is like planted there. I picked her up. I put her next to me. I'm like, you can lay on the couch, honey. It's fine. You got your little pillow there. Like, you're good. And she's like, yeah, no, I want to be right here next to you, though, at the same time. I don't know what's going on with her when she was crying. And I'm like, what's going on, honey bun? It's very different and strange of her. She's very, like, on her own. She just be doing her own thing, roaming around. But she's, like, stuck right here next to my foot. So some of you might have a pet that's acting a little bit funny. And it could just be the fact that, you know, they want more time with you, maybe more affection. Or maybe they have, like, a message that they want you to receive. I'm getting something about protection, though. Like, you might, especially if you have a dog. Like, this seems very specific. If you have a dog and they've been acting a little bit weird around you when it comes to your energy, maybe it's about protection. Like, they're protecting you in some kind of way from some harm. That seems very specific. So, you know, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But something that was interesting. Um, and then I just said death and rebirth, didn't I? Radical rebirth. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. Um, yeah, this is a death and rebirth. So it's, you're letting go of that old ego, um, so that you can step into your higher self and move forward in a new direction of your life. And I said, so I literally used the word harvest for those of you who were here earlier. I literally said that this is the harvest, of your life, right? You went through betrayals and stuff. The negative. I just heard negative Nancy's. It says Aunt Nancy here, but I heard negative Nancy when I saw this card. Things were revealed about people who don't have your best intentions at heart, and this is maybe listening to your higher self right now, knowing that there are people around you who don't want to see you win. This might be a time for you to start releasing those people from around you and alchemize, right? Taking the negative situations of your life and turning them into positives, transmuting the energy. I'm getting something like that. Let's get one more from here. Just one more. Let's feel drawn to get one more from here, and I'm gonna pull from another deck. Yep, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. Etheric cords. You guys have to cut out some old shit, And there's like, we have storms here. Like I'm getting like, this is like shaking things up a lot for you. Like the fact that that there's things and people that you have to release, and it's a lot because you don't necessarily want to do it. Is what I'm getting, but it needs to be done. Yeah, because there's people who, again, they don't want to see you win. Like you're capable with miracles here. You're capable of so much shit, right? So now this is just how to make sure you keep yourself protected, grounded. Use your intuition. You'll know you'll see the truth, and you'll know who these people are, right? As you're manifesting. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmations. We got confirmations coming out back to back to back to back. What else? Let's read from here. Again, if this is resonating with you, hit that like button, some reactions, all that good stuff. Hit that subscription button. I go live, or I've been going live a lot more frequently lately. I've been doing pretty good with that, and I do a lot of live readings and like free stuff on here and paid readings as well at a very, very low discounted price. So like last night I just did free stuff. So it's like I think you'll like what you'll see here. People have come back and said everything you just said was accurate as fuck, and now I want like a actual reading with you. So I'm putting that out there. But yeah, we have trial and error here, right? Living, learning, going through different experiences of life, and so I'm getting self-exploration, right? Just living and learning, trying to figure it all out as you go. Right. I think I'm gonna take all of them. Let's see what came out. So we got a few, but I'm gonna take them. Magnetic is here, so that's about like seduction and attraction. Somebody hard to resist. We have luck, and that's all about good fortune. Let me just show you the cards as I'm pulling them, so you guys don't think I'm just making shit up. These are the cards that flew out of my hand while I was shuffling. Luck is here. Business. So some of you guys might be working on a business as well, business ventures. Things are about to start shifting and changing. I also feel like by releasing the things that were not working for you, like is allowing you to be able to attract the things that you want. It's like, law of attraction, right? Releasing and surrendering control so that you can welcome things into your life that you want. But then we also have playfulness here. They want you to get out, have more fun, right? You don't have to be all work and no play all the time. There's times, there's a time and a place for everything, right? It's okay to have fun. It's okay to let your hair down and, do something that, is not always related to work. Or maybe have fun with coworkers who you actually, strike a good chord with, something like that. I'm getting a couple of different messages there. Round and round, you've been having a hard time learning some type of lesson about some people around you, so just be mindful of that, right? Because again, not everybody has your best interest at heart, so just be intuitive about who is around your energy, because not everybody wants the best for you. Not everybody wishes you luck and success, right? You might be doing some local travel. Maybe you travel for work already, or you're going to start doing this, or maybe they're saying maybe spending time, out of town for like a weekend or something might be beneficial, maybe something like that. Um, but again, I keep getting this energy of blockages that there's people around you who don't want to see the best for you. That's where the intuition comes in, because there might be people within your workspace, or who work with you, like in terms of networking and stuff, like who throat chakra. Excuse me. Somebody doesn't want me to say this. There are people who act like they're happy for you, but they're not. And as you're working on yourself and you're doing the damn thing, there's people around you who don't like it. And you're going to have to use your discernment to figure out who these people are. And you might know who these people are. And you're going to have to set some healthy boundaries to make sure that that you don't, get the shitty end of the stick anymore. Because these are people who are causing you blockages, especially with your money. Fuck that. You ain't playing with my money. Karmic cycles closing out. You cannot make this shit up even if you wanted to. I said that earlier. These are the things I was picking up on. There's a reason why those cards came out like that, in that order. In that order, for those of you who watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch that ratchet ass shit anymore, but it was entertaining when I used it. But anyway, tell us more. Yes, just be mindful, right, about the people around you. Not everybody has your best interests. Yeah. See, there's people around you who cause you to feel the sense of split energy. Fragmented is here, and it came out along with the star. And the reason why they came out together is, again, because there's people making you feel all out of sorts. You're trying to figure out, okay, I'm trying to do this and that with my life, and there's people around you who you intuitively know who these people are, and they don't feel right. Something doesn't sit right when you're around them, like the backhanded compliments and things like that. Like, something just doesn't make sense. And yet, for some reason, you might be having a hard time releasing that energy and cutting these people off. But the thing is, there's like karmic lessons that there's karmic justice here and karmic lessons that are being learned, right? We already saw a karmic cycle, right? You're leveling up. You're doing what you need to do. However, right, for some of you, it could even be a romantic partner, which is even crazier, right? We have marriage here. Long-term commitment with somebody, like maybe as they see you like doing what you're doing and they see you branching out and kind of shifting your energy, they don't like to see that. I've been through that. A lot of people have, where you get, like, I remember I was dating somebody about 3 years ago, karmic for sure, and I got a promotion at my job and I was so excited, and he was like, oh great, guess you're gonna be taking me on more dates, huh? And he said it in such a smug way, because I used to pay for dates a lot. I was that type of girlfriend. Like, I knew that I made more money than him, and I wasn't like showing off or anything, but I wanted to make sure that we were having fun and doing stuff together. I wanted him to feel appreciated and things like that. But it was a blow to his ego, big time, and he didn't like that. So when I got that promotion, and he was still making minimum wage, and again, nothing against somebody who does make minimum wage. I make minimum wage on my other job. Nothing wrong with it. But teachers don't get paid well. Let's put it that way. His reaction was very smug, and I was like, because I remember I told him, like, oh babe, like, I could help you with your resume, I could help you maybe find a better job, what are some things you want to do? And he would always like shut that conversation down. He did not want my help, because he was always stuck in his ego. He did not want his girlfriend to be the one to help him on these things. There might be somebody in your life, including romantically, who's kind of like that. Not cute at all. And y'all motherfuckers might need to be single from this person. Just saying. Okay, so like I said, this is not going to be for everybody, so take it as it resonates, because this is a collective message. But if it's making sense or you resonate with it, let me know in the comment section. Hit the reactions, hit that like button, subscribe. All those things are helpful. So let's get a few more from here. Thank you. The waiting game. Yeah, see. The thing is, you guys, you know what you're trying to do. You're waiting. You're waiting for those opportunities to come towards you, and they're coming. Let me just show you that the cards are here. Like, these opportunities are coming towards you after, things being put on hold and things like that. You've just been patient, right? Diligent. But then we have the devil, right? We also have the devil here. And, this person is very toxic. They're in their shadow self, and they're causing you delays. So the thing is, you can't let people come into your space or stay in your space and cause you these delays, right? Um, hey John, how are you? I remember you. How you been? Yep. My hair will forever be natural. Never changing it. The only thing that's going to change is the way I style it. I might straighten it one more time before I lock my hair. I used to have locks down to my butt, and actually past my butt, and I cut them off a couple of years ago. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to lock it up again. Um, Hi, what? Let me make sure I say it right. What I like your name. What a lovely day. I like that. You're like a ray of sunshine just stepping in with that kind of name, huh? Love it. Yeah, like I said, this toxic person, there's a lot of anger and resentment here. Ooh, they don't like the fact that you're coming up and leveling up because they're a happiness hater. They see you coming up and you're happy and they're angry. Look at the juxtaposition here, right? Bottom of the deck versus the top of the deck, right? This is you. You're on top of the game. This person's on the bottom. And they don't like it. They hate the fact that you're doing so well. And this could be possibly a romantic partner for some of you, or was. Karmic cycle again is here. Closing out, right? So again, you guys have to be intuitive enough to set some healthy boundaries. This came out fast as hell too. Set some healthy boundaries to keep your energy and yourself protected, because there are people who don't want the best for you, and this is because they see you coming up and leveling up. Your luck is shifting while they are stuck where they are, and they're not doing anything to get out of their circumstances, right? You're stepping into possibly like some type of leadership role for some of you. Maybe for some of you this is work related, and if it's like you getting a promotion or something within your department at work or something. I'm just, this is stuff is kind of coming through. For some of you, it could be something like that. And you're in between worlds, right? This is the energy coming in. You're leaving the past behind you, and you're, moving into a new phase. There are people who don't want to see it for you, right? This is like your renewal, right? You're coming together, after, you're transforming after, feeling stuck for a while, experiencing some setbacks with sadness here on the top of the deck. You're leaving that behind you. Yeah. And taking some risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, right? A little bit scary, right? Let's get like one or two more from here. Yeah, like it's scary, but at the same time, for those of you who are Michael Jackson fans, you don't have to be, but for those of you who are, that song, is it scary for you, baby? Is it scary to you? Like, I don't know why I just heard that. I'm clairaudient, so like a lot of times, like when I'm doing a message, I get stuff through the form of sound and songs and stuff like that. And I'll either hear things on a loop over and over again. Cards just keep flying out. I either hear things on a loop, like messages that I'm meant to say, or in the form of song. So again, I do feel like you guys, went through this period of sadness already, right? And you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm not going through that anymore. And the changes have been hard, but you know that you have to do it for yourself, for your highest self, right? Thank you, Nixie. How are you? I appreciate you. Yeah, see, karmic justice is here again, right? Things are balancing out. One more. Things are balancing out, and I love that for you guys, because you've been through enough, right? Like, enough is enough. You're just trying to you're trying to maintain your happiness and your. Yep, there you go, Spirit. Thank you. You're trying to maintain your happiness, right? You're trying to stay leveled, and you're trying to do what you need to do for yourself. But there's these hidden agendas by people, of people around you, and it literally says hidden enemies and jealousy. We saw that energy before. Two-faced people, including at work or in your romantic partnerships, because they see that there are these rare gifts coming towards you. See, look, see, Nixie. Guys, for those of you who are here, someone just said, this is resonating, I just got a promotion. So they're going through this, right? Some of you might be going through the same thing. And I said that for somebody, they leveled up in a department within their job. I kid you fucking not. Come on now. You can't make this shit up even if you wanted to. Rare gift is here with that hidden card. And I'm going to just read the actual card out. A special gift given to you. Seize the opportunities. Unique gifts bring luck and success. We saw luck and success earlier. The power to attract wealth. People are not happy about this. Fuck them. Just don't say it. Fuck them. Yeah, thorns, right? There's this sacrifice that needed to be made in order for you to release the toxicity, right? That, or this is what you're going to have to do soon, because you're going to have to start really using your head here, your intuition. No more, heart decisions, right? It's head over heart now. You got to be able to use your discernment here and be able to pick up on the energies around you, who actually is showing up for you and who's not. And it's a hard choice, right? Literally on this card it says, a painful sacrifice, hard choices to prevail, life is testing you, suffering for a goal. Like, people don't want to see you coming up and winning at life as you rebuild yourself after all of these tough times you've been through. Rebuilding your life after loss, investing a lot of effort, ready to take action to improve determination and drive. You're determined, right? You've been patient, you've been doing what you need to do. And again, people are not trying to see that. Fuck these people, okay? So spirit wants you to, your higher self, not even spirit, well, spirit too, but like your higher self wants you to know, like, no. These are people that are not meant to be in your space and your energy anymore, right? Because you're focusing on the good, right? The good health is here. Changing nutrition habits, setting up a workout program, work-life balance. Work-life balance might be a big one for those of you who are resonating with this idea of, like, promotions or something like that. Like, I'm also feeling, well, we did see a leadership role thing come up. Like, maybe this is going to allow for, with that extra money coming in, maybe it will provide you with a sense of balance, right? Not having to work second jobs and things like that, perhaps for some of you. We also have routine checkups at the doctor. So just making sure you keep yourself in alignment, right? Keeping yourself, physically strong and well. This decision to move into a new direction when it comes to work is definitely going to be beneficial for those of you who are resonating with that part, because it's going to be not just about the money, but it's also going to be about the fact that you're actually going to feel better. You're going to feel a sense of accomplishment. You're going to feel a sense of feeling like you're not bending over backwards all the time just to, make ends meet. You might, if you have a second job or something like that you don't really want, you're just doing it because out of necessity. This for those of you again who resonate with this being a promotion, you're going to be able to, take a breather for a bit and, like, actually just enjoy some downtime, which is always nice. I'm hoping that happens for me. I feel like I'm up for a promotion, maybe in, like, November, and I'm hoping I get it. So that I can, offers. So that I can, have work-life balance. I don't have that right now at all, not even a little bit. And that's why I'm always tired. But, so some of you might resonate with that. I just saw the world as I was shuffling. High Priestess. Some of you guys again are highly intuitive. King of Wands showed up, which is about that leadership role we were talking about before. Wheel of Fortune, things shifting and changing in your favor. Page of Wands. Yeah. Now this is the time to strategize. King of Swords, right? Anything that, doesn't work for your favor, cut that shit out. I'm also getting planning and being strategic here. Some of you might have air in your chart somewhere. Tell us more. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. King of Wands. That is the overall energy. that card so y'all can see it for yourself. The leadership up there on the top. And leadership in this other deck. This is confirmation of everything we've already been talking about and seeing. So you guys are stepping into a leadership role. People don't like it. So whether this is in the form of people in your job, or as you're stepping into power in your life in general, people don't like it. You're setting healthier boundaries. People are like, oh, who the fuck do they think they are? And you're just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm moving on from people who don't, serve my higher self and my higher purpose. Like, why am I gonna stay stuck and stagnant because y'all niggas are staying stuck and stagnant? No, thank you. Like, the fuck does this look like? But that's how people are. They get in their heads about it because they have a lack of, self-worth and shit like that and expect you to have that. No, you guys are doing what you need to do for yourselves. Tell us more. Here. The Fool. Pity the Fool. The Fool. So that's all about new beginnings, right? You're really starting literally from scratch. There might be something that's like kind of foreign to you. That's very different, very new. And you're just like, okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm going for it, and it's scary, right? Excuse me, I do have a cold, so if I sound nasally or I keep sniffling. But I feel like every time I read, even when I'm not sick, I'm always like super congested. Yeah. So I do apologize for the sniffles. But yeah, you guys have put a lot of hard work and dedication into something. And now you're just like, it's time for me to really like take that leap of faith into this unknown territory, do what it is that I feel called to do. You've been anxious about this, for a long time. They want you to get out of your head and just go for it. Yeah, you go back and forth in your head about it, weighing the pros and cons, which is not a bad thing in and of itself until it becomes an obsession. Like, don't obsess about these things, right? Allow yourself to just, step into whatever this is, in particular taking sovereignty over your life at this time when it comes to what you're working on. Oops, sorry, that's my pillows. Getting something like that. And I feel like, because my friend, who unfortunately I'm missing her live right now, but she was telling me, because I always like rub my nose like this or like this, and she was saying, does your nose like always itch when you read? And I'm like, yeah, actually it does every time. And she was like, well, I've learned that usually means it's past and present energy. So when you're talking about something, if the left side itches, that means that's past energy, and if it's the right side, it's future energy. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going like this right now, like that side is mostly itching, and it's because you guys are leaving behind stuff, in particular the anxieties and stuff when it comes to moving forward, right? Makes a lot of sense, because I'm like, damn, why does my nose itch every time? That where I sneeze. I was telling you guys that earlier. I sneeze all the time. That and burp. Not cute, I know, but I can't control it. All right, tell us more. I feel like with this Four of Cups here, a lot of you guys have been feeling a sense of just like overall dissatisfaction. Maybe felt like you've missed out on some opportunities, you just feel stagnant. But now it's like, I hope that, as you're watching this reading, you're understanding why you've been feeling like that. It's because you guys are going to have to start cutting out people or situations that are not, matching up with where you are in your life at this time. You have to get a sense of structure. Raise his hand, because I can resonate with that. So that you can plan things out. Sit down and actually be intentional about what it is that you want, what your expectations are at this time in your life, and things like that, right? Maybe feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place sometimes, going through some hardships and things like that. Hey, Tanya, how are you, love? Yeah. For a lot of you, it might be in the romance department with this Hierophant here. But I'm also getting that some of you are realizing that, some of the, old ways of doing things, right? Your old value systems and old belief systems, right? Also have been making you kind of feel like, is this really what I want? Like a lot of questioning, right? ego death. That's what the ego death is about. You know, no longer allowing for the expectations and um, idealistic notions of other people to dictate where you're going, right? No more of that. You guys are stepping out of that now and understanding that, you know, if it doesn't if it doesn't align with where you are right now or where you're trying to go, then you know that you have to do something about it. So I'm getting something along those lines. Tell us more. Excuse me. So, Ten of Cups is here. Came out challenged. So, I said this before. For some of you, it could be about marriage or a higher level of commitment. Your partner being that person that, you know, you're realizing that this person does not want to see you leveling up because they want to keep you under their thumb in some kind of way. I'm also getting for somebody 4114 as I'm saying this mirrored number for somebody. This person, now this is very specific, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. Somebody might have been experiencing what is called financial abuse, meaning that you're in a relationship with somebody who is, you know, kind of well off financially or something like that, and they use that as a almost as a pawn to keep you stuck. So they don't let you have a job, or this might be something that you've experienced in the past. They don't let you have a job. They don't want you to make more money than that. They say things like, "Oh, well, if you leave me, how are you going to make it by yourself?" Especially if there's kids that don't forget about it, right? So I'm getting something like that for somebody. That's very specific. So, you know, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But I do feel like if that's not your story, what I'm also picking up on is the fact that, again, there's this paradigm shift when it comes to what it is that you want for your happiness. You're not like the things that, you know, used to make you happy or add happiness to your life. You're realizing those things, you know, they don't align with you anymore. So now you're just trying to figure out what that looks like. You're trying to look at what it is what you want when it comes to romance, what it is when it comes to work, your overall well-being and intrinsic happiness, so on and so forth. Like you're really questioning these things now, and you're standing on business about it too with Queen of Wands here. Some of you might have fire in your chart because we do have the King of Wands here, and now we got the Queen of Wands here too. I'm also getting karmic partner. Reason being is because okay, let me just show you how it looks when I'm looking at it on the spread. They're a match, but not really, and it might be kind of hard for you to see it, but they're facing different ways, right? So there might have been a divorce, or like you guys seeing things very, very differently. So now you're trying to step into the leadership role of your life, right? So might have tried to have some type of rule over you. I was about to say that they might have Aries in their chart. That seems very specific too, but the King of Wands is Aries. Fire sign in general, but possibly Aries. So let me know if that makes sense or resonates. But either way, like you guys are both really fiery people, or we're very fiery people, and those personalities start to clash if you're both trying to lead and the other person isn't allowing you to have some type of, you know, yeah, look, can't make this shit up. It's very fiery energy, right? The last 3 cards I'm seeing right now are all fire signs. So the wands are really here right now. A lot of conflict, right? A lot of bumping heads. So if that part of the story resonates with you, again, take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. But that seems very specific for somebody. But yeah, not seeing eye to eye and having to sever ties and, you know, go your separate ways, and that's the truth for somebody. Thank you, Spirit. So yeah, that's not gonna be for everybody, but Spirit wanted me to put that out there. So tell us more. So this is a time for you to seize opportunities, right? Some of you might also have water in your chart, which is very interesting because you talk about fire and water energy. That's very interesting, right? They seem very, very almost opposite of each other. Um, because literally that water could put out the flame. You know what I mean? But I really do feel like right now you guys are kind of stepping into this person of, you know, you're understanding the importance of making sure that when it comes to your emotions that they make sense, right? You're trying to kind of be practical, but also make sure that things align with you, like in terms of what it is that you want emotionally, right? Things that make you feel good, make you feel a sense of accomplishment and love and nurture. You want to nurture something that's special to you. There's something like really near and dear to your heart that you've been wanting for a long time, in particular, possibly partnerships. Three of Pentacles here. Stable partnerships at that. You want true teamwork, right? As you grow and expand in your life, you're a very nurturing person. The Empress is, all of the queens combined. And, while you are this like really caring, loving person, you're also the type that's going to try to stand on business when necessary. Especially when it comes to like these new beginnings for you, passionate new beginnings here at the in the middle of the deck with the Ace of Wands. You're feeling inspired, right? You're like, okay, well, I'm trying to step into my sovereignty right now. I'm leaving all that bullshit behind me. People who don't have my best interest at heart and all that, like they could kick rocks with no shoes on. Like I'm focused on the people that actually want to see me win, and vice versa, right? These equally yoked relationships in your life that are meaningful, right? Um, so you're seizing new opportunities with Knight of Swords here. Seizing new opportunities, kind of scared, but this is a time to just pay close attention to these partnerships and go from there. You'll know if it's right. You know what I mean? You'll be able to feel it. If it causes you any sense of confusion, then that probably isn't one of the ones that you want to go towards, right? But if it feels intrinsically good, you're like, wow, something about this sits really well with me. I'm not anxious about it. I feel positive about it. That's a sign, right? There's 6 people here and 4 likes at this moment. Adds up to 10. That's all about endings and new beginnings, right? You've been through the karmic lessons that have been closing out and all that shit in different areas of your life, right? Whether it's friends, family, work, doesn't matter. Your own shit going on within yourself, right? All these different things. So that looks really good for you. Let's get one more from the tarot. Hi Tina, this is actually just a collective reading at this time, my love. I'm not doing private questions right now or free questions at this time. I apologize for that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I don't have my Fitbit on. I don't even know what time it is right now. I was about to look to see. Actually, I have to look on here. What time is it? 7. We'll see how I feel after this. Maybe I'll do some free questions again like I did last night, but I'm not gonna make any promises. If you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll know when I do those kind of readings because I do them often. But we'll see. But right now this is just a collective, okay? All right, so right now the advice for you guys is, again, to get out of your freaking head, right? Out of your head. There's a lot of anxieties and stuff here that they want you to kind of, and fear. You might be literally losing sleep right now. For some of you, we might be waking up between the hours of I'm getting 3 and 5 in the morning. Fucking annoying. It's literally the worst shit ever. Like when you're tired and then you're being awakened like randomly, like, and then you can't go back to sleep. It's like, come on, you got me shitting me right now. Like, come on, I just want to go back to sleep. It happened to me last night. I woke up at like 4, could not go back to sleep. I slept for like 2 hours, and then like I started not feeling so great. I was already not feeling that good to begin with, and I was like, you know what? I'm staying home from work today. No regrets. I slept a lot. So yeah. So you might be losing sleep. Get out of your head. You know, let that anxiety subside. Work on yourself, right? Your healing. And I'm also getting that I'm getting self-love for some reason. I just heard self-love for some reason. So pouring into yourself really important right now. Make sure that you maintain a sense of hope, right? I also heard faith. Hope and faith, right? With yourself, within yourself. Like, as again, the same way you're showing up for everybody else, this is a time for you to show up the same way for yourself now, you know, as you work on this healing. And that would explain why we had that. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there it goes. This card that came out earlier in the reading, the wounded healer, right? You guys are always, like I said, always showing up for everybody else when they have, you know, their needs that need to be met and everything. You're always there for them. Who is there for you? Ask yourself that question. It's a rhetorical question. I want you to think about that. I want you to reflect on that. This is a time for yourself, though, for your own healing, closing out those old cycles. Thank you, Spirit, and higher self, right? Um, it's time to move on. You know, pick up the pieces, move on past these situations that no longer serve you, because they were just that, situations, right? Nothing more and nothing less, so that you could go towards your abundance, right? And not just financially, but across the board. I feel like there are gonna be new, like, where's that card? Was it the rare gift one? Yeah, same concept, just a different deck. um you know, this is what's happening for you behind the scenes, and they're like, look, these things are coming towards you now. This is a time to focus on yourself, you know, your own happiness, right? Your health is wealth. Mental health, all of it, spiritual health, physical health, um so on and so forth. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Take your time. Baby, we can do it. Take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it tonight. Like, take your time. There's no rush, right? Allow things to just be. And that's when you're going to start seeing things like kind of shaping up for you, right? So, messages from higher self. Where do I feel guided? I feel guided to read from the Guiding Light Tarot, or Oracle, rather. So I'm going to read from here. I wasn't expecting to read from here. Actually, I brought a couple of other decks that I thought I was going to read from, and I don't feel drawn to them right now. So I'm going to go with the ones I feel drawn to. But yeah, there were things that were a blessing in disguise. I just saw blessing in disguise in the reverse. And I feel like you guys are like still confused about what some of the things that have transpired in your life. You're like, what the fuck was that about? Like, why didn't I get the clues, or why didn't I understand it? But you know, basically just saying, like, you know, some things just happen behind the scenes. You saw that hidden energy, right? Some things happen behind the scenes so that you can move forward. Again, 6 people in here, 4 likes. The number 10, completion, right? You guys have completed some type of cycle, and now you're moving on into something new. And again, it's scary. You don't know where the fuck you're going. You're like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck? For those of you who are kind of new to the channel, and just share a quick story. I'm gonna make it fast. But there was a day last year where I got up off my couch and I went to, like, cook something or went to the bathroom. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but when I came back, I found this feather, very pristine white feather, on my couch. Now, mind you, I don't have like any, like, you know, anything like a duvet or anything like that with like feathers in it, or, you know, any pillows with, like, they're off like foam and stuff. So, like, I'm like, where the fuck would that, like I said, pristine white feather, where the hell would a white feather just come from? So I had one of my best friends, Castor River, who's also a reader, and she can see. She's a medium as well, and she was like, that was from a male figure. And I was like, a male figure? Usually my grandmother shows up all the time, but, like, she said male figure. I was like, who the hell is that? And she was like, I'm getting an older male, really good looking. And I'm like, good looking male, I'm like, is he light skinned? She was like, yeah. I was like, that's my grandfather. She's like, yeah, well, it's him. And I showed her a picture. She was like, that's him. Yeah. She was like, he's good looking. I'm like, I know. I come from a good looking family. No, no bragging or anything, but yeah. Cape Verdeans, we top notch, baby. All right, so some of y'all might be Cape Verdean. Let me know. Or you might know a lot of Cape Verdeans, especially if you're like from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut. But yeah, so we have conscious living here. Those healthy changes, remember we saw good health earlier. Those conscious changes you have been meaning to make are imperative for you right now. This technically was in the reverse. They want you to know that they want you to start making those healthier decisions and choices for yourself. Um, Understanding the importance of, your overall health right now, right? We also have false assumptions. This is simply a misunderstanding. Let go of the need to be right. I don't even think that's you guys, to be honest. I feel like that might be other people who maybe they think that like now that you're you're moving on up in your life, you're leveling up, you're doing what you need to do, you're making these healthier decisions, so on and so forth. They think that you're better than them, which is not even the case. Like, you're actually pretty humble, and it's like, they're acting funny and different towards you, but for what, right? You have balancing act here. They want you to get your life in balance, is what they're trying to say. And the number out here is 38, which is, it adds up to 11, which is literally about balance, the justice card. You may be putting all of your time and energy into one area and neglecting other areas that need your immediate attention, right? So again, balancing it out. Remember I was talking about working life balance, probably a big one right now for some of y'all. We have reevaluation. Let's see. And another card that adds up to 11. That's ironic. 29 on here. It is time to reevaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. Exactly. Balancing it out. Yeah, I'm still here, baby. I saw, when I looked, I was like, oh no, my sister is online. And I was like, I'm going to have to watch her after. Oh my gosh, it's just so crazy how, because I was talking about you throughout the reading. I was like, I know my soul star is, not my soul star, my sister. Yes, you're here, and I'm so happy to see you here. But I was talking about you throughout the reading, and now she's here, guys, in the flesh, kind of, sort of, virtually. Definitely check out my girl, Tears and Wheat Tarot show. She's so amazing, and we went on live almost at the same exact time. So now I have to make sure when I'm done with this that I watch her, because that's what we do. Equal exchange of energy. We support each other, and she's amazing at what she does. You will love her channel, I promise you. She does a little bit of everything. She's so gifted, and I constantly learn from her personally. So like, definitely subscribe. And we have, and as my girl comes in, and I always talk about how inspired she makes me feel. Inspired action, exactly. And making choices to be inspired too. I see this 22 here. Focus on inspiration, and the action steps will follow effortlessly. Yep, so some of you might be seeing the numbers 2 and 4 a lot. 10s, 11s, there's a certain numbers. I think I saw a lot of 3s too throughout the reading. Yeah, so pay attention to like those angel numbers and stuff too. And I love you so much too, sis. I love you. You're the best. We have soar on the bottom of the deck here. You are getting ready to fly high. We fly high, no lie. You know this. Ballin'. You guys are soaring high above the haters, man. 5 people in here, 4 likes, number 9. Come on now. We ain't playing. Spirit ain't playing about y'all. Your higher self ain't playing about y'all. Y'all better fucking listen. And we're at the 59-minute mark too. Y'all gotta start listening to your higher self. Just saying, 'cause that's the whole purpose of this reading. But let me just finish reading this. You are getting ready to fly high above all your obstacles and embrace life in the most magical way. You are the motherfucking magic. Y'all better act like you know. You better recognize your worth. We have reaching out. It's time for you to reach out and ask for help that you need, girl. Guys. Yeah. We all go through it. And I said earlier as a joke, but I was dead ass. I was like, some of y'all might be some prideful motherfuckers, huh? Because I was just feeling that energy. Having a hard time asking for help, right? And I could relate. Trust. For me to not have any Leo in my chart, I'm very prideful, and I'm always like trying to like do everything by myself, just independent all the time. I hate asking for help. My mom just helped me with something today, and I almost started to cry. And I was like, I'm gonna accept the help because I need the help, and yeah, I need to step into or out of my ego and allow for people to come in and help me. I said earlier, the same way that you show up for other people, allow people to show up for you, right? I said that. And then also be mindful of people who don't show up for you at all, because there's a reason why they're not showing up for you, because they're fucking haters. Saw it in the goddamn reading. So we have middle of the deck, we have lightheartedness. It's time for you to let your inner child out to play. I think I mentioned something about inner child earlier. I don't know why. If I didn't actually say it, I thought it. And the reason why is because, and that makes sense, because now we're coming full circle, at least for me and my brain and how it works. So before I started this reading, I kept singing the song Childhood by Michael Jackson. I kept singing it, like and it was the same part in a loop. For those, and I mention Michael Jackson on here all the time. So if you don't like him, you don't like him, but that ain't my business. If you don't like it, you can skedaddle. No, I'm just joking. We can like what we like, and you don't have to like it. That's fine. But the point of the matter is, I kept singing that song on a loop in my head, and then I was on Facebook, and a reel showed up that had him in a studio. I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. Him in a studio session singing "My World Is Complete." I just all the people I've been talking about are here. I'm about to start crying. I'm so serious. I literally, if you guys were to rewind this back, I literally was talking about both of you guys throughout this reading. You can't make this stuff up. I've been missing my girl Castor River. Hey girl, hey. No, that's my soulie. So I got my sister and my soulie here. Now my world is complete. I am so happy because I've mentioned both of y'all throughout the reading. That's crazy. And now they're both here. My life is at balance with sixes here up on the top. Love y'all. Love y'all so much. But yeah, so like I said, I kept singing that song on a loop, and then I saw a reel of him in a studio session singing that song, and then we got that card talking about childhood. And I also was talking about letting your hair down earlier, and I was like, be like playful, right? Be like, that inner child. I did say that. And now this, and then some of my favorites are here, my favorite people in the whole wide world. So just saying, spirit works like that, right? That just made me super happy. I love y'all. So I'm going to get some last messages from here. Excuse me. I have not established yet if I feel like going on after, because I do feel kind of like I can do it, but like I'm still kind of not feeling like the best because I feel kind of sick. Nothing too crazy. It's like a head cold kind of thing. So it explains why last night I was gonna do 2 readings and I couldn't do it. I was like, nope, I'm tired. And I went to sleep like within an hour after that, and now I'm here. And I feel overall pretty good because I rested a lot today, but because I stayed home from work. But we'll see how I feel when I get off of here, because I don't want to overdo it, especially because I do have to go back to work in the morning. But we'll see. But yes, I'm just happy that my peoples are here, my soul tribe. We have perseverance here. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Exactly. I know I can do whatever I set my mind to. You guys need to see these different things within yourself and go after them. Easier said than done. I get it. Trust me. Thank you. Yeah. humor. One thing I love is a little bit of humor. I take even my worst situations and turn them into some type of laughter. My girl Caster River is good at that. She goes through so much shit, and the fact that she's able to somehow be so resilient and so strong and turn things into jokes. And like I'd be like, damn, I shouldn't laugh at that, but like you're telling me this, and I'm supposed to keep a straight face. And I try to like not laugh, and she's like, no, it's okay, it's fine. And I'm like, oh, okay. But like it was like it's funny but not funny, because it's like, you know how they say laugh at your pain sometimes, you know what I mean, laugh to get through it, laugh to keep from crying. It's like that, you know. um Something like that. So humor is here. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, right? And then that goes back to like that playfulness energy that I was talking about earlier too. Or your, I should not even say I, but your higher self, right? These are messages from your higher self. You know, see the good through all of it. You know, be lighthearted as you get through it. Finding that sense of peace within yourself. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. I talked about releasing earlier. Thank you, Spirit. And one more from here. I think I am going to go on. I just need you guys to show up and show out, though, for me. I'm going to go do the free questions again, and paid readings after this. It's got to cleanse first. And we have relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. That was like the main message of this reading earlier on. Cutting ties with people who don't serve your highest good anymore. Focusing on your own relationship with self, and also making sure you foster relationships that actually are meaningful to you, with people who have the same intentions. Very important, right? It has to be in alignment. If it's depleting you, that's not a good relationship. If they don't show up for you the way you show up for them, that is not a good relationship. Making sure that the people are equally yoked. You don't have to have every single thing in common. That's kind of lame, actually. You don't want that. But you know, you can have your differences and all that, but just make sure that they show up the same way for you as you show up for them, and make sure that you show up for yourself the way you show up for everybody else. That's a hard one for a lot of people, including myself. You know, and I'm happy that my people that are showing up in here right now, I know I can go to them at the drop of a hat. They're going to be there for me, and vice versa. You know what I mean? That's a real, true friendship and relationship, and that's what we need. And we saw surrender earlier. Kid you not. See if I can find the card. There we go. And it's in the reverse for a reason. These are things that you have not done yet, right? You haven't fully let go of some of these connections that don't work for you. I can release my need to control. It's almost like some of you guys are holding on to stuff that you know doesn't work, but you're hoping that it'll change. It's not going to. If like, let's put it like this: once a person shows you their whole ass, right? There's another one, right? Aya. I said my people showing up for me tonight. I love y'all. When a person shows you their whole ass to kiss, you better take heed to that. There's a reason why they're showing it to you. Do not try to fucking make these relationships survive and salvage them. No, like, let that shit go. You know what I mean? Again, easier said than done. And this is all across the board, right? This is love. This is family. This is friends. Work, doesn't matter. Relationship with self, that ego death that that a lot of us are possibly going through, right? Let go. Think I gotta let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Be honest with yourself. You're not being honest with yourself about some of these relationships. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect the truth from myself. You're lying to yourself about something or someone. You better fucking listen, take heed. And top of the deck cards, right? The first time. Abundance. So we saw that Ace of Pentacles pop up. Rare gift came up. Like all these cards about abundance, right? I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And I believe manifestation did pop up at some point too, or alchemy or something, maybe both. And I know I saw the level up card too. Stop worrying so damn much. Get out of your head. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah, that was one of the pieces of advice that they said earlier. Get out of your head. All right. So with all that said, your higher selves, guys, they are looking out for you. Your spirit guides are looking out for you. This is time for you to show up and show out for yourself, right? You're growing, you're expanding. Don't hold yourself back by holding on to old stagnant ass energy. Let that shit go. Easier said than done. I am preaching to the choir. I am a part of the collective in this reading for sure, because I definitely get it. But yeah, this is a time to focus on yourself. And then as I'm also looking, there's 7 people and 7. Like, so you might be seeing the number 7 a lot, or number 14 a lot. Some of you might be Sagittarius, giving me temperance vibes, finding a sense of peace and balance within yourself, finding harmony within yourself, and getting something like that. So this is a time to focus on that, right? So with all that said, I think I am gonna go live again after this. I just have to cleanse and regroup and all that stuff first. But with all that said, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Thank you for being a part of the collective and this energy that and this soul tribe that we're building together, right? This is a fun space to be in. So yeah. Just keep showing up for your girl, and I'm gonna show up for you. So with all that said, I love you guys. I just saw 11 across the board when I happened to look up. But yeah, until next time, I love you guys. See you in about 10-15 minutes. Bye bye.